All right, hey, shalom, shalom. Giving all glory, praise, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem, Kakadash. Double honor to the apostles and elders who gave notice so much rule well. Peace and much love, honors and blessings, salutations to the elect of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, who told them kind of composure and integrity, standing and believing firmly upon those names. All right, the names that we say in the beginning of our salute, always. The names that we give praise and worship to. All right, Yahweh and Yahweh Shai are the true names of the true living power of Yahweh, which is the Heavenly Father, who the world ignorantly calls God. All right, that is God's true name, Yahweh. And then you have the only begotten Son, the Son of God, the Lord and Savior of the nation of Israel, and only the nation of Israel, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ, but his proper name is Yahweh Shai. All right, Yahweh and Yahweh Shai are the names, and all praises to Yahweh and Yahweh Shai forever. But this is Matthew 24 and 12. And it says, and because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. All right, let me read that again. Matthew 24 and 12. And because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. And so that's the prominent behavior in the world, but even more so in the country of America, the land of Babylon the Great. All right, and that's why you have, careless attitudes, lack of affection and emotion, lack of emotional warmth, unfulfillment, and ultimately leads to betrayal. And what really sparked this lesson, I actually tried doing it yesterday, man, but Satan cut the video, so I'm redoing it today. But what inspired me to do this was, I don't know if y'all heard about it, but I want to say, man, like over a decade ago at least, you had this account where this father, I don't know what he was, I want to say a Mexican father or so, he said that he came home to his son being touched inappropriately by, I guess, a babysitter or something. It was a 16-year-old boy that was touching his son inappropriately, molesting him. And what happened was the father ended up beating the shit out of the kid, the young adult, the minor. And, I guess he had beat the hell out of this kid and then called the police. And, I'm pretty sure y'all remember it, man. It was, damn, I keep doing the wrong one. It was a pretty, you can remember this account, man. It was, nationwide, because the kid, man, they showed his mugshot and they showed him in court, and his face was fucked up, man. And I remember on the phone call, the father said he's laying in the father said he's laying in the pool of his own blood. I beat him to a bloody pulp. That's what he said. I beat him to a bloody pulp. Now, what's crazy about it is I was watching, some Instagram reels, and that video popped up, but it was a post, like a going back so many years and remember this, and it was the father again, but it was later down the line, man. They had interviewed him, and they had asked him if he had remembered what happened that day, and he said, yeah, I came home, came into my house, I heard something in the back room. And it was this kid that, I don't remember if it was a babysitter or what, or it was a nephew or something, but he said, yeah, he was touching my son inappropriately, and I beat the shit out of him. And he said that he didn't stop whooping his ass until he took a break to go get a knife in the kitchen. And he said the reason why he went to go get a knife was because he was going to kill the kid. Kill the young adult that was touching his son, man. But instead he called the cops. And I was thinking about it because back then, even when that time had happened, man, you had a lot of sensitive and emotional ass opinions, man, about like, oh, he shouldn't have done that. He should have served him the justice. That is justice. All right. First of all, you got a young man touching another boy, which is going to grow to be another man. So that's homosexuality, and that's pedophilia, and that's taking the innocence of a child. So what do you think? What's the punishment? let him sit through it in jail. Now, granted, he could have went to jail and you could have had them dudes in jail rock on his ass and, you know, beat his ass and throw down and everything. But, you know, the father had justice. But you had a lot of people back then, man, having their opinions of like, oh, I could never do that to someone, even no matter how harsh you could have done it. Well, the opinions of those types of accounts have changed over the years. You know, there's something, man, that I'll see from time to time. I don't like to watch it. It's not my cup of tea. It's just like, okay, you know, boring. But you'll have this thing where these guys, man, I guess they hire themselves or they appoint themselves to catch, you know, pedophiles and child predators. You know, ever since was it Chris Hansen? You know, I guess, you know, were guys that wanted to do it for a job or whatever. So they'll go out, man, and they'll pretend to be online, these, you know, young adults or minors or young girls, and they'll meet the guy or girl who's ever meeting them at the Walmart or wherever, and they'll catch them and be like, so you gonna have sex with a 14-year-old girl or a 14-year-old boy? That's what you intended to do, but you meaning me. And so they'll dispense out slaps, you know, like, all right, you can get a hard ass slap across the face and we might let you go, or we'll just call it cops, but nevertheless, you're gonna get slapped across the face. You know, the emotions have changed over the time, man. And that's why I wanted to go into the scripture, because when it says, because iniquity shall abound, like I said, man, that's the prominent behavior that plays in you know, is dispensed in America, man. Everybody, man, is about themselves. I always like to quote, and this is something I didn't add in the last video, but I'm gonna add it again. But you got, you know, that movie Two Guns, where the DEA agent was like, America is the greatest country in the world because we accept the man at his core, greedy, covetous, and selfish. And, you know, everybody's about themselves, man. So everybody loves themselves. They don't love anybody else outside of that. All right? And that's why you have these cold betrayals and divorces and, you know, enemy coming up against each other like nothing, because the iniquity is what abounds, man. You got wickedness abounding. You got evil behavior, malicious behavior abounding. All right? And so, you know, because of the love of, it said, because the iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. And so I actually looked up yesterday what it meant to define cold love in a relationship. And when it talks about that the love of many shall wax cold, it's not talking specifically about, well, really, it's not even really talking specifically about a man and a woman. It's talking about family ties, relationship bond ties, friendship ties, all of that, man. And essentially, man, every time you interact with a person, man, you create a relationship. And so, you know, the relationship can either last or it can break, whatever it may be, you know, and everybody's emotional as fuck today, man. Everybody's sensitive as hell. And really everybody's a brat. Well, what happens to people that are brats? They act out at every fit and whim. And that's what you got here in America, man. A bunch of bratty, spoiled ass, solipsistic, self-entitled assholes, man. And so you got that cold love, again, that's prominent. That's what you see from people, man, all the time. You know? So when I looked up in Google, it says define cold love in a relationship. It said that cold love in a relationship refers to a lack of emotional warmth. That's why you got murders and, you know, again, you got cheating from these women, all right, going on, you know, up and down, like it's, you know, like it's a what do you call it? Natural instinct or a habit. All right. It says cold love in a relationship refers to a lack of emotional warmth, affection, and intimacy. That's why you got these bitches, man, that they act like they ain't gotta fucking show you nothing, but you gotta give them everything. That's fucking backwards, man. You got these two falcons, man, chasing some food, flying right along with me, man. That's dope. But you know, they lack of emotional warmth and affection and intimacy. You know, how is it? And I'm not making a video about women, but how is it us men, we got a bunch of shit we got to deal with. We got to survive ourselves, provide for ourselves, make it through the goddamn world being a man in this time. But then we got to worry about your punk ass and provide for you, and at the expense of possibly maybe getting some box that night if you in the mood, man. Get the fuck out of here, man. You women are fucking weird. All right, I just had to say that, you know. But the lack of intimacy, man, is a huge thing that causes Jake to go wild in this time. You know, Jake is a slave to emotion, man. But yet the emotion they show the most is cold behavior. What did Dave Chappelle say? He said to Charlie Murphy when he slapped him, cold-blooded. Like that's what it is. It's cold-blooded behavior, man. And it really, actually, man, like, you know, growing up, you're kind of taught to be cold-hearted because it's a cold world. I mean, there's so many slogans and mantras behind the world, and it's cold-heartedness that, you know, now you're just being raised to be cold-hearted and get yours, get mine. That's why they got something called cutthroats. You know, it's a cutthroat society. Everything is for yourself, and everything's for the taking, but for yourself and to the strongest. All right, but you got the lack in a cold love relationship, because iniquity abounds. You have the lack of emotional warmth, affection, intimacy, where one partner appears distant, detached. Everybody can attest that there's a void that's missing in this world, man, that you cannot fill. And you got, men and women trying to find it through men and women, and they can't find it. You try to find it with money, with financial security, you can't find it. There's always something missing. That's why the elites do the shit that they do. They even said, like, when you have all the money, you can feel your heart's desire. There's still more pleasure that you want to experience it, but you find out you get tired of it. That's why these elites, man, they get into blood sacrifice, they get into blood bathing, and they sacrifice it because they don't know what, they've run out of things to have pleasure to. And really because they're wicked too, but it's led up to that point. For the lack of fulfillment. But it says right here, and it shows little to no outward expression of love. There was this clip of this woman, and she got a little recompense, and I'm glad. But she felt it logical to put up a video of her way of living with her man. And she said things that I do in this relationship for my man. She looked like a chunky bitch too. But nevertheless, she goes, in my relationship, I don't cook, I don't clean, I don't do laundry for my man. If I don't pay rent, I don't pay bills. If he's behind on rent, that's his problem. I don't cook his meals, I don't do none of that. I do it for my kids. And so I'm like, I hate that bitch, man. I really do. Well, I think like a year later, I seen it recently. I think I might have the clip saved. She made another video. She's crying. The husband got tired of her ass. Said she needed to get the fuck out. And then she started crying like a little bitch, saying she didn't know what she was going to do. Well, how about this? Change your fucking attitude, man. That's a problem with a lot of you bitches today, man. Y'all got a fucking attitude. And y'all still think y'all the prize. You still think that we're supposed to cater to your ass, take care of you, man. Get the fuck out of here, man. Here's something you got to understand, man, is that no matter how big or small the load of a man is in his life, whether he's working or not, he's going to always have more shit to deal with than you. And that's the truth. Because like I said, this is a cold world, and the world is really hunting men. The system is hunting us Israelite men. You think you have it hard? You women have it hard? You got another thing coming. I mean, it's coming shortly. Oh, come on, man. Snowed, man. 6 inches of snow this morning, man. Got that shit plugging up my windshield wipers. But anyways, let's continue. It says that with cold love, it shows little to no outward expression of love, often leaving the other feeling neglected. That's why you got these women, man. These men, men are starting to catch on. Starting to catch on to the bullshit, man. Starting to realize they were simps. You know? they realized that they've been neglected. You know, there was a clip I seen this morning before I came to work. It was a Judite woman, and at first it sounded like she was coming in the wrong mindset, but she was talking as one that was foolish. And then she says, "This is the reason why you women are getting fucking dispensed. This is why you fumbling your man, because you coming with this attitude of you got to take me to vacations and take me to places and take me out to eat and this and that. Like, what the fuck?" And she's like, "That's why you're gonna lose your man." You know? Like, man, the world had it backwards. The world doesn't know how to show true love, man. And that's why it's a cold love relationship. That's why the love of many waxes cold, because nobody, you women especially, man, are not being trained up to show your man true love, real love. How to be obedient, how to be in line, how to be cooking, how to be silent, how to know when to shut the fuck up and leave your man alone, how to be quiet but know how to still be around your man and tend to his needs without your goddamn opinion. You know? But you know, you got moms, which I mentioned this too, but the word mom, there's an acronym going around that the word mom means mothers of monsters. That's essentially what's being raised up in these times, man. You got a lot of single mothers that raise their kids up from a decade past and up to now, where their kids have been grown up and they assholes, man. They monsters. Or these women today, man, you know, they were raised up by single mothers, and look how bitchy they are, man. They hoes, they ratchet, they whores. This is what you get from a cold love society, man. A cold love society. There you go. But it says that often also from cold love, you get insecurity. Yeah, man. You know what? I gotta say this because I've always wanted to say it in a video and I never knew when to say it, but I'm gonna say it now. The only people on the planet that spend the most time altering their features, trying to look skinny, trying to look fit, trying to have a good ass curve from a certain angle, camera gotta be right, gotta wear tight clothes and spandex, gotta put the makeup on. The only people that do that shit on this planet are you women. Check it out, man. I put a shirt on, I put this black shirt on, I put some pants on. And that's how it is. That's all it is. Someone said that it's hard for men to deal with being ugly because that's how they look. That's what they look like. But you women, y'all can put on this makeup, this concealer and shit, and y'all look different. Y'all actually might look pretty. From a concealer point, y'all look pretty. Y'all look good. But then you take off the leggings, the spandex. Now they make these leggings, where the spandex part that goes between the ass cheeks is like a thong. So it makes the cheeks, more plump, more bodacious. Salakia. Not trying to make this a crazy video, but shit, man. Just this can go with this comes from insecurity. You women are so desperate to look good that you'll buy shit that makes your body look good, but it ain't natural. It ain't you. So that's a prominent thing in society, a prominent thing amongst you women, and really you women. I don't wear no damn leggings to stump my legs, I don't wear no muscle shirts to pump out my chest, like SpongeBob did with the fake muscles and everything. I don't do that shit. We men don't do that shit. You know what we do, man? If we got a problem with our body, we go work out, which is what you fat ass women don't do. You talk about like I'm overweight, bitch. Get in the fucking gym. Stop eating your goddamn sorrows away. Walk. Get up from the TV and walk. Eat healthy. You single mothers, man, y'all spend your time feeding your kids nothing but sugar products and unhealthy shit, and yourself. Be healthy. Shit. So insecurity and unsure, Salakia. YouTube's gonna probably pick up my smile, man. It always does that shit. It's fucking weird. But it says, often leaving the other feeling neglected, insecure, and unsure about the depth of their commitment. It says, essentially, a relationship where love feels emotionally unavailable or reciprocated even if they are still together. I mean, you got men and women that use each other left and right, man, all the time. You know? It says that the lack of physical and emotional intimacy is from minimal physical contact, which, man, you women don't understand, man. Like, men, that's how we express our love, man. And I'm going to say that loosely because, man, don't be thinking I'm loving you because I'm touching you, man. You know? It says infrequent expressions of affection and reluctance to share personal feelings. That's off. All right? That's catering to the woman, man. Sharing your feelings, a man sharing his feelings to the woman. Hell no, man. The scriptures say, you know, trust ye not in a friend, or to her that lieth in that bosom. That's a woman. All right? So, but because iniquity shall abound, now you got people, man, and today, these opinions, like I said, have changed. Now you have it to where, you know, people are whooping everybody's ass now if they do some shit like, you know, they catch a predator, or, you know, you've seen a lot of these court cases, man, where Jake trying to jump over the gate to fuck up the defendant, you know, the murderer or the burglar or what have you. You know, man, you got, you know, I heard, you know, there was a lot of single black women mothers that were killing their own kids. You know, one or two that I know about for sure. Three, actually. You know what? Three. There was a chick. I don't remember what happened to her. I don't know if she got like probation or something, man, but she had a child, man, and it came out of her or whatever. She went to the bathroom, she put it in the trash. And she tried to act like nothing happened, but she said she was scared and this and that. I don't know. I can't remember if they were going to put her on like 3 years of probation or something. I'll have to go back and look, but that's some cold love shit. The one woman, man, she put her child in the oven and cooked it and killed it. Another one cut it up into pieces in the sink. Another one went on, strapped the baby into a food table, a baby food chair, and then took off to vacation for 10 days. The baby tried to get it, the baby got loose, and I guess was trying to look for food because it was starving, fell on the ground, hit its head, and died. You know, you women, man, y'all gonna get fucked up in this time for that shit. All you women that done that shit, man, that don't take care of your kids the proper way, or that abuse the system till you can fuck over a man, y'all got something coming, man. Hey, the scriptures talk about the love, or that the rage being the jealousy of a man, or no, the jealousy is the rage of a man. I said that backwards. And that he shall not spare in the day of vengeance. That's where that cold love's gonna kick in. All right, you got a lot of men that have been fucked over, man, and it's not just by you women. All right, but but you got a lot of cold love that's about to be shown. All right, because this world is, man, has been like one big machine. The system has acted as a grinding machine, and it's grinding down a lot of men. So that's why there's gonna be a lot of chaos in the streets, man. That's why there's gonna be sedition. That's why there's gonna be doom, because you got a lot of vented up anger and a lot of men, and they're just ready to unleash it, man. And that's gonna happen. You got a lot of shit, man. Shit, man. I think a few weeks ago, a chick stabbed her dude because she caught him cheating. Stabbed him, I don't know how many times. But, you know, because, let me read it again. And then I'll end it off with that. Matthew 24:12, and because iniquity shall abound, the love of many shall wax cold. And you see it happening every single day, man. Some bugged out, cold shit. All right? On the behalf of both men and women. And it's going to continue to get worse, man. You know, this gulf, this barrier, keeping people from crossing that line. Eventually, it's not going to be enough to stop anybody. People are going to stop caring about going to jail. You already got that going on now, you know, with Jake. But you're going to have that starting to happen, man, more frequently to other people, man. To you American people, to you 2/3. It's going to become a thing where you ain't going to care that you're going to go to jail. You're going to snap. So, hey, more to come. So, but with that, I want to give all glory, praise, and honor to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, Ba'Shem Kakwadash. Lord, what it was edifying. I want to give all glory, praise, and honor again to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, Ba'Shem Kakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of the great millstone, which rule well. Peace and much love, honors and blessings to the elect of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, which hold their conduct, composure, and integrity. To the next one I say, Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai Barakatam. Kwam Mesha Allah Shalom, at the water for tuning in. Shalom.